Hi, welcome, Hightorians. So for today, we're going to continue with our application, filling up the family session and continue all the way to maybe activities or even the writing session. I'll not be typing in answers because it's someone's, application, and uh, I wouldn't want to bring out information about her to the public. So I'll just guide you or explain what a question means so that you fill out on your own. Now, with a household session, the first question is your parent marital status. So, at a point, what is your parent? What is the relationship between your parents? Are they married, separated, divorced, never married, or what? You just select what applies, and you go to the next one. It says, with whom do you make your permanent home? Meaning, with which parent, or okay, let me even say it this way. Do you live with both of your parents in the same house, or do you live with one of your parents? Do you live with your mom alone? Do you live with your dad alone? So they have options for you to choose. So parent one, parent two, both parents, legal guardian, whoever you live with at the moment is what you should select. If this applies to you, you select one of them. Then the next question, it's asking about you having any child or children. Do you have any children? If yes, you just select yes, and they will further ask you how many if you have. If no, you click on no, and that is it. Then you go to parent one session. So the parent one could be your mother, it could be your father. So if it's your mom or whoever you choose to be parent one, normally we pick parent one as the father. So you click on father, then is parent one living? If yes, you click on yes. If no, you click on no. Then the prefix of your parent, if Mr. whatever, you just choose what applies. You fill the details for your dad, the name, middle name, last name, if any. You choose suffix, if any. Then the occupation. If your dad is currently retired, you can type no, sorry. You just select the occupation from the list here. Okay, you select. If he is retired or is deceased, you can actually select. If there is an option for that, you can choose. If no, you can choose the other and you explain, or you can type whatever you want. If your dad's occupation is not in the list, just select other. Okay, then they will tell you to type the occupation of your dad. So let's try and see. So so once you click on other, then a pop-up will come for you to type the occupation. Then you come to the employment status. Is he employed? Is he unemployed? Is he retired? Is he self-employed? So if he's employed, then you select employed, wherever applies. One thing that you should take notice here is, comparing the United States wage to we the international students. Okay, if you choose your dad is self-employed. Now here in the United States, when you talk of somebody being self-employed, it's kind of like it seems like he owns like a big company, like he's well to do very enough. If your dad is well to do like well enough, you just select self-employed. If not, you just select employed by somebody, and you type the employee. So once you select employed, is your parent currently employed by or retired from a college? If it's a school that has employed your dad, you can choose any of them. If not, you just select not employed at a college. And once you click on not employed at a college, you have to type the name of your father's current employer. Okay, so that is it. Then the highest level of education for your dad, if your dad completed school, you just look through and look for the level at which your dad completed. If your dad never even went to school at all, you can click on none. Then you continue to the next session, which is the parent two. So parent two now be your mother. Now with your mother's info, it's just the same as your dad's, the same info they asked about your dad. Okay, so you just fill that session as well. Then you come to the sibling section. If you have any sibling or siblings, all that you have to do is also add them. So please specify the number of siblings you have. If you have 2, 1, 5, you click on it. Then you start typing their details, their information. So you come, first name of your sibling, so you type the name, the age of your sibling. That's all they need from you. The sibling 2, the name, the age, sibling 3, down to the last one. Okay. If you don't have any sibling, you select 0 from this session. If you don't have any, you click on 0. Now let's go to the education. So if the family session is completed, it will be check marked green, just like this here. So since we didn't fill anything, I didn't type anything here, this is telling us this session is not completed. So you can always go back at any time to complete it if you don't see the check mark over there. So now with the school, you just have to click on find school. Okay, you have to click on find school. And let's see, you first type your school's name. So for instance, if this person went to Yasantua in Ghana, okay, once you start typing, if the school is in the list, it will pop up. If it is not in the list, this is what you will see: homeschooled. Homeschooled means you stayed in the house. You didn't actually go to like an institution for you to be, taught. Probably you were taught by your mom or your dad or whoever in the house. Yeah. Then you come to this session. I don't see my high school in this list. Almost all the time. For international students, you have to select I don't see my high school in this list. Once you select this, another pop-up will appear for you to type in the details of your school. Okay, so Yasan Tua. Okay, you type in this the name of your school, then you click on the country. Where is it located? If it's in Zambia, you select Zambia. Wherever the location of your high school is, you just, so it's in Ghana. Then you choose the school type. Was it a public school you went? Was it a private school? Or was it a religious school? Whatever applies to your school, you select. So it was a public that she went. Then you fill the address of the school, the city, the state or province, postal code. Then once you are done, you click on continue. Okay, so let's try and see if it will give us access to the next thing. So I didn't actually fill up the whole session. I'm just going through with you guys so that you can take your time to fill it by yourselves. So once you fill up, this is how it will appear. This is the school. So if you want to remove, you can remove. If you want to change the school, you can change it. Then it will ask you of your date of entry. When did you begin your high school? So probably, okay, maybe she began 2021. Sorry. So she began, what's happening? She began 2021. Then what month? Okay, let's say September. Now, once you type the date of entry, they'll ask you this question: was there a boarding school, or is this school a boarding school? If yes, you select yes. If no, then no. And the next question is, did you? Okay, so once you click on yes, is this a boarding school? Yes. Then the next question is, do you live on campus, or did you live? So if you have graduated, then did you live on campus? So yes, I lived on campus. No, I did not. Then did you or would you graduate from this school? Or did you graduate or would you graduate from this school? If yes, you click on yes. Then it will ask of your graduation date, the date you completed school. Now let's take 2024. Let's select maybe November. Okay, now please indicate any of these options will have affected your progression through or since secondary school. Check all that apply. So what this means is they want to know if maybe you graduated early, probably maybe you jumped a level, a form. Maybe you were in Form 1, they saw that your academics, your academic potentials were very high, and for that matter, maybe they just promoted you to maybe Form 3. So from Form 1 to Form 3, you didn't go to Form 2. So that would state that maybe you will graduate early. Okay, so if that happened to you, just click on graduate early. If maybe for some reasons, maybe they failed you and you had to, take another year, then maybe you graduate what? Late. If you graduated on time, if you took time off, so maybe you had to travel to a different country, or you had to travel out of your country for a while, or you had to take break of school for a while, for any other reason or whatever. If you did same, then you click on take time off. Then if you took a gap year, you can a gap year, like a full year without going to school, with that one, whether you were doing internships or whether you were doing whatever, you click on you took a gap year. If nothing of that applies to you, all that you have to do is no change in progression. No change in progression means that you graduated a normal time you had to graduate. Okay, so no change in progression. Then you click on continue. Once you click on continue, if you attended multiple high schools before you graduated, then you can also add them here. Okay, if not, you click on 0. Then you go to continue. Now, the next question is about the colleges and the universities. Now, if you have ever taken a course at a college after you graduated or while you were in high school, if you ever took a coursework at a university or a college, okay, you have to indicate the number of colleges you attended or the number of universities you attended. So if nothing of that applies to you, just click on 0. Continue. Now, this is also very important. This is very important. So the graduating class size approximately. So in let me use Ghana for instance. In Ghana, the high schools, this is how we do it. Maybe once you all go to once you start your freshman year, or you start Form 1, okay, maybe they will tell you, okay, there's a total number of Form 1s in school, maybe 1,200. So 1,200 is a total number of students in the school. Then we further break it down to departments. So at the science department, maybe we have only 400 students at the science department. Then under the science department, that is when we have individual science classes, maybe science 1, science 2, science 3, up to maybe whatever the science class ends. Okay, then maybe science, if you were in science 1, then science 1 is maybe they had only 40 students in science 1. Don't write 40 here as a graduating class size. No, take the total, the number of students that graduated in that particular year. So if you remember, you can give an approximate number. Or maybe we were maybe 1,200 or 800 that we graduated in 2024. Then you type that. Okay, so maybe we were 600. Okay, now you come to the class rank reporting. Now sometimes on your transcript they will write beneath they will write something under it as your class rank. Okay, now they have a space for you to explain these things over there so that they do not conflict. As in that maybe on your transcript they wrote the class size as 40, which was maybe the science 1 class that you were. Okay, maybe they wrote 40 students and you were maybe 10th out of the 40. Okay, that is for the science 1 class alone. That's what they've written on your transcript. So you just explain in the additional information section that, okay, so this is the total graduating class size. We were about 1,500 students that we graduated, and out of the 1,000, maybe 400 were science students, and under the science students we had these number of classes from science 1 to science 2, and I was in science 1, and out of science 1 we were 40. That is all. Okay, so the class rank reporting, you can use exact depending on what your school uses. You can choose exact, you can use the decile. So the decile will be like they ranking in tens or something. Yeah. And The next one is quintil. So these, excuse me. So the decile will be the like the ranking in 10 equal groups, like first 10, second 10, yeah. So first 10, second 10, like those kind of like groups of 10. Okay, then the quintil will be groups of 5, I guess. Yeah, quintal will be groups of 5, I guess. Then the quartile will be groups of 4. And if they don't rank it in any of, or if your school doesn't even rank at all, you can just click on none. Okay, if it is exact, you can click on exact and they will ask you of your class rank. Oh, so out of the 600, okay, maybe I was, maybe she was, maybe let's take, if you were 60th, just write 60. Then you choose unweighted. Okay, you choose unweighted. Sorry, unweighted. And if your school does GPA reporting, out of the scale that your school uses, if it's 4, 5, 6, you choose. But not mostly it's over 4. If your school doesn't, just don't do anything. Okay, don't do anything. Don't type anything for the GPA session. Then you click on continue after you are done with this session. Then once you're done, you come here. The current or most recent year courses. So the courses you took. So with let me use Ghanaian students for example. When you take your let me even make it in general. Take your transcript. Okay, the last courses you took within the year. Okay, in your final year, the courses you took, you should report those courses. So when you count the number of courses you took in your last year, for instance, if they were 8, you just click on 8. Excuse me, sorry. Yeah, you just select 8. And how was the scheduling for your school, the system that your school used? If your school used a semester system, then they would mostly have the first semester and the second semester. Okay, so first semester, you just click on first semester. What was the course that you what was the subject, the core subject? If it's in for instance, if it was elective mathematics, you can write math. Okay, then the course name will be elective mathematics, right? Good. And the course level depends. Okay, if you don't find any of the course level here, you can just choose the regular or the standard one, or you can choose not applicable if you don't know the level of the course. Okay, for your school, if you don't know the level of the course, you just choose maybe not applicable. It doesn't hurt it that much, but admission officers want to see the level at which the course that you are talking about is it really intense, or is it just like a normal course or whatever? Like, they want to see the level of the course. But then they also do background research based on your school and the country you're coming from. Okay, so mostly if you're an international student, depending if you know it, you can choose regular or standard, or you can choose this one, college prep. College prep actually means that it is a course that prepares you for university. Okay, so yeah, you can choose college prep, you can choose regular or standard, you can choose not applicable, any of them. Okay, then you come the course 1 schedule. So did you take it the whole full year? If it's a whole full year, you can select the whole full year. If you took it only in the first semester and you also took it in the second semester, so you can choose first semester, and also you also did the same course in the second semester. Then that is all. Then you come to the course 2. So since we listed it as the subject or the recent courses, you fill out then the rest. So the next course, let's take biology. Okay, then what was the course name? Okay, it was the same biology for you. You just type biology. If it was let's see, English. Okay, what was the name? So just look on your transcript. Okay, the name of that particular subject is what you have to type. So if you look at it and the subject is kind of related to any of those here, if the subject on your transcript is kind of related to any of those here, you can select that as a subject here. Then you type the name from your transcript. So if it's English that you selected, okay, what was this name on your transcript? Okay, that is English language. Okay, good. If it's social studies, you can click on history or science. What was the name on your transcript? Oh, okay, it was social studies. And you click on social studies. All right. So you feel these all the way to the last recent course you took. And once you're done, you click on continue. And once you click on continue, you come to the honors. And this session is basically, let's see, do you wish to report any honors related to your academic achievements beginning with the 9th grade or international equivalent? So since you began high school, did you receive any academic awards? Did you receive any certificate which is in line with your studies, your academics? If yes, you click on yes. Okay, what was the title? Oh, okay, so I received the best, maybe you can type the best general science student in what year? Okay, maybe best general science student 2023. Okay, then what was the level? Oh, at that time maybe I was in level. Now mind you, these grade levels, okay, in Ghana, okay, Ghana, the high school, you go for 3 years, right? Yeah, so Form 1 or SHS 1 or secondary school 1, okay, is equivalent to grade 10. Form 2 or SHS 2 or senior high school 2 or secondary school 2 is equivalent to grade 11. And Form 3 is equivalent to grade what? 12. So if your school had that 3-year system just like Ghana, then SHS 1 is grade 10, SHS 2, SHS 3. Graduate is after you completed. Okay, after you completed. So if after completion, maybe you had, maybe you want to do, okay, actually, let's do this. Okay, so after choosing, let me select. Okay, so maybe she was in Form 1 that she gained this award. So we've selected grade 10. Then the level of recognition, it was in the school alone that she was recognized as the best general science student. So you click on school alone and you add another one. So with the other one, probably, okay, maybe after school, maybe after school you want to do an internship or any other research and you had any award. For instance, okay, we can say what should I even use? Okay, let's take best participant for what? For, let's take let me create something for something like this, postgraduate. If it was what was the level of recognition? Oh, maybe it was regional, maybe in the particular region of your country. If it was national, you click on national, your whole country. If it was international, you went viral globally, you are recognized. You can choose any of them and you select, okay, maybe it was regional. Once you add all your honors, you come to the community-based organization. Community-based organizations. Now indicate a number of community programs or organizations that have provided you with free assistance in your application process. Here you can add any community based programs that is assisting you with your application. If you are receiving any mentorship or guidance from any community programs, you can actually select the ones provided from here. Okay, they have a lot here. So for our case, just choose 0, just because we are not in this list. So you can choose 0. Okay, then you move, you go your way. That with your future plans, okay, which best describes you. Oh, I am applying for to start college in 2024, 2025. If this applies to you, select this. If this applies to you, whatever applies to you, you select that one. Then the highest degree you tend to earn. So in your educational life, what degree would be the highest that you'd want to get? Do you want to just finish your bachelor's and that is it? If that is you can choose whatever applies to you, master's or whatever. Okay, yeah. Then okay, maybe she wants to be maybe master's. Okay, then your career interest. If your career interest is in line with any of these, you just choose. If you don't find your interest in any of these, you can click on other to add it. Or if you're undecided on what you're going to do or what your interest is, you can just write undecided. So maybe let me just choose any of them. Now you click on continue. And once you click on continue, since I did not complete the family, I did not complete the education, I did not complete the testing, I don't see any check mark. Okay, now let's come to the let's go to the testing. Okay, so in addition to sending official score reports as required by colleges, do you wish to self-report scores or future test dates for any of the following? So if you wish, okay, to report any of these tests here, if you wish for admission officers, okay, to use any of these tests to render a decision or to help, if you want to use any of these tests to I don't know, to enrich your application, you can just choose yes. Okay, then they will ask you indicate all the tests you wish to report. So any test that you want to report, if it is an SAT test that you took, you just choose. Okay, then you follow the rest. It says it's promotion within education. Good. So now since maybe this person is not reporting any test, so you just click on no. Then the next thing is promotion within your educational. So with this session, I won't even read anything here. Now with this session, what they want to know is before you go to college, okay, before you go to college, do you actually write like an exams? Okay, a standard living exams in your school, for instance, WASI. Do you do that? Okay, do you write the WASI as in from the whole time you were in high school, you are graduating, so there is a final exams that everyone will take, and once you pass that exams, that is your entry to university. If you don't pass, you don't go to university. Do they have something of that sort in your country? If yes, you click on yes. So yes. And what is it? Now once you click on yes, this session appears. So let's click continue. Okay, so number of secondary leaving examinations you have already taken. So now let me use Ghana as an example. Now with your WASI, normally it's 8 subjects. Okay, so you have to select 8 subjects here. and the date taken, you can actually, approximate. So mostly, maybe if the exams was taken within 2 months period, okay. Now let's take you took the exam from August to September. So from August to September, try and distribute the date, the 8 subjects. Try to find date within these 2 months period for each, okay, for each of the subjects. If you don't actually remember the date you took the exams, you can actually, distribute the date within the time frame that you took all the 8 subjects. So date taking, okay, the first exams, the date I took was, okay, or the first subject that I took, if it was English, okay, maybe the English, we took it in 2024. And what was the date? Oh, we took it in August, okay, August 2024, that is it. And what was the examination board? So you just look through to find your examination board, and I assure you will find yours wherever you're from. You will find it. So if you don't find it, you have other to click on other and you add it. So now this is the WASSCE, West African Senior School Certificate Examination, okay, WASSCE. The one was academic subject, okay. The first one I took was, okay, if it's English, then you type English language. To actually have your WASSCE result with you to fill this session, okay. Then the score, what did you get? Oh, I got an let's take English, that was A. Do they even do it A or A1? I think it's A1. Yeah, A1. And you type the score. So actually have it. If you have the score within your hands, your WAEC result within your hands, then the score type is the actual thing that you are using. So you type actual. So the predicted is, maybe the results are not yet out. Okay, the results are not yet out, but I predict that I will get maybe this grade. I predict that I'll get this grade. So if they are not out yet, you are predicting, just use predicted. Okay, so you do same for all the rest of the subjects, and that is it. You do same for all the 8 subjects, and once you are done, you hit on continue. And once you hit on continue, what will be the next thing? The activities. And actually the activities will be for another time, because for the activities, it is very important that we actually spend time here alone.